What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BMAX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We are here with our market analysis like we do every Friday. Happy release day Friday. EX10 is out. Sinister Order has officially dropped September 19th, and we're going to be looking at the release day prices like we usually do when every set drops, just focusing more in on just what's happening with EX10. We are going to be looking at a little bit of tournament info at the start of the video, and hopefully we'll have some box openings for you guys real soon. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get my stuff, yesterday so that I could open it for today, but hopefully we'll be getting my stuff today. We'll see that, and hopefully we'll be able to do some box openings for you guys over the weekend into the next week, and show you what we got, so we can get into the deck profiles starting in a week or so. And we're gonna have a lot of content coming with Legion. There's some D&D releases. So much stuff is happening on the channel, and we're going to be bringing it all to you really soon here. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the Digimon card market. Let's talk about EX10 and some of the tournament pricing that's going on right now. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, well, we're starting off with Evolution Cup Volume 2. You can see you got Volume 1 here as well, and that stuff is it's not aged too bad. X antibodies are still $4, $5 were kind of typical participation. Cool Boy's still at 15, and Omni X is at 8, and that's it's an unplayable card right now, so it makes sense. Now getting into Evolution Cup 2, Digimon tokens are at $3, so really they've lost $2 in value as participation cards, which is understandable. They are tokens. They're only playable in a Digimon deck, and they are tokens. They're not real Digimon cards. Surprisingly, though, 450 listings for the top 4 Digimon, $12. I got them for a bit less and stuff like that, and so that was nice. So yeah, the Digimons, very, very low. And then we also have, of course, your winner pack card, which is the Errata Sonata. It's trending down too. Now, market price is still around 41, which I think is way too high. I've had opportunities to buy these cards, and I said, no, I did not pay more than 20 to 25 for an Omni X. I don't think I want to pay more than that for this one, but I'm being rewarded by waiting, because right now listings are starting at $26. There's a lot of listings too, and we're going to have more Evo Cups. So this is going to come down. I think this might be under $20. It's dropped pretty fast. So I think this might be under $20 real soon. And this will probably be like between 25 to 30 for the market. So just keep waiting. It's going to come down. Other tournament stuff we're looking at is the prices on the Wave 2 regionals participant stuff is still really, really overinflated in my opinion. I've never paid more than $50 for a regionals participant pack, and I think what's happening right now is, yes, we have less events, less online events, which also doesn't help, but also online prizing is still making its way to people. The last online regionals, which is Unsung Games, was the second one, and I don't think everyone's received their prizing yet. The other one was Gen Con, and not everyone has received their North American prizing yet, because us Canadians received it first, unlike usual, because it was a Canadian vendor, whereas the American players are still trying to get their stuff. So you can see it's still in the mail, and I think you'll see when we get to the PPG regionals, which is happening on the 27th, I think you'll see prices drop faster, because the American players will get their stuff first, and then the Canadian players will get it later. So I definitely think that the prices will drop faster coming up to the 27th, because by then American players will have both their stuff from the first one in September and the latter one in September. And so I think it'll definitely drop. As you can see, like certain cards are already like $9 for Oblivimon. I believe where was the $10 for Loudmon? It's out of stock. See, it's out of stock, but it was under $10. And then you get the ones that are really overinflated. 28 for Prograno. Then we finally got a price on Baumon, and it's 30, which you get this card with every single participant pack, which I think is nuts. That's 30. It's BT14. The deck doesn't see a lot of play right now. This card should be like $5 to $10, but $30 is just way overinflated. It was funny because it didn't have listings for the longest time, so I guess people weren't selling. You have Chaos Degradation, which is going to see a bit of hype because of Mastimon support, but at the same time, I really think that this card is going to come down in price. Still, between 20 and 25 before it's like more buyable. You also have, I think this is the participant for Return of the Primogenitor. That's up at $30. Yes, it's a good card. You play like maybe 1 to 2 copies in the deck, and the deck hasn't been topping as much as it used to. So I just feel like a lot of these cards are overinflated. The Alphamon is overinflated. We're trying to find it here. See, Alphamon's come down. Market price is 22. It's come down a bit, but it's out of stock because, again, there's not enough copies on the market. American players don't have their stuff, and that's why these prices are staying where they're at. When the market gets flooded from the unsung regionals, we're going to see a lot of drops in price, and I don't know if the last chance qualifier regionals that are happening this week for CardFest is a Wave 2 or Wave 1 tournament. That'll have an impact on that as well. Ultimate Cups, you can see still sitting around $40 and $80 to $100 for the Arrestor Dramons. This is due to lack of events as well. We've only had one North American online or not offline regional, so we've only had one side event for Ultimate Cup, and we're still waiting for signups for the Ultimate Cups that are going to be happening in November, and I feel like there's one in December. Yeah, one in December. So once we get those events in the can, these will start to drop in price. So we'll just have to wait and see about all that. But yeah, you got both of those. I really hope they would just do another online regionals before the end of Wave 2, just because I feel like we need more events, and then these cards will come down in price. But yeah, that's kind of where we're sitting at. I would wait. Like I said, I think someone priced it out for me, and a pack was like $100 to $150. And I've never paid over 50. Like 60, I think if you could get one for 60, a good deal, that'd be fine. But to buy the whole pack, especially since like you get this pack and more for $40. So just the prices of the cards are a little bit outrageous when you come to think of that. But because there's lack of online events, I can only do 2. So if you want that stuff, you're kind of stuck paying for that stuff. But I really think if you wait till the end of September, you'll see the stuff drop massively by then. And now to the main part of today's video. It's EX10 Sister Order. Let's get into it here. We're looking at some prices. Top price for low pull rates right now is $465 for Black War Greymon Ice. Market price is sitting around $250. I don't know if there's been any sales on that yet. $340 for a Pokemon with a $185 market price. I would have to assume. Is there any sales data? Most recent sale was $274. So we do actually have some sales data on some of those cards. Most recent sale $185. So yeah, even though there's listings are keeping it priced, people have sold for those prices. So unfortunately, I think you're stuck at that point. You're not going to get above that listing price, but you're probably not going to get that price because people are going to be aiming in the $250 range. You might be lucky to get $300. So it's just unfortunate we already have sales data on all that. Beelzemon Alt Art, $65. That's not bad for Alt Secret. That's the highest card in the set right now, with Deusmon Alternate being about $38-40. Those are very tame secrets, and as release day prices with no pre-release, these are going to come down a bit still. Then you got Beelzemon Ace regular art, $36 as a follow-up. Black War Gray setting the price at setting kind of the regular super alts price at about $30 to $35, and then getting into it here, Lucemon around $30, Deusmon $30, 25 to 27, Magnetic Dramon, and then it just kind of starts crashing hard. Belphemon under $20, Borutamon under $20, Malomyotismon under $20, Correspond Ace under 20 bucks. Then we get some of our foils start beating out some of our alternates. Impmon, which is I knew was going to be expensive, is around 18 bucks, and this could actually go up and not down. Seeing Deadly Axemon at around 18 bucks. So that's pretty intense. Didn't think that one would be up there high, but I haven't really been paying attention to the Bagra support as much. The Dark Knight Bagra support. You got Creepymon at about 10 bucks, 17 market, but so like under 15 bucks. Then all your stuff starts to trend down under 15 bucks. Close, Agumon. These guys are all 14, 15 for Apoclymon, under 10 bucks for Darkness Bagra, Sunrizamon, and this is when everything starts to trend, down, which is nice. We do got some outliers here. Cupimon, Lucimon hype, which I think will die 24, but market's 13, so I definitely think this will go down. It just might take a couple days. Same with Paradise Lost. I think that'll go down quite a bit. But yeah, your best ace in the set is Black War Greymon Ace at about 13 bucks right now on release day. So that's what's maintaining some value. Coromons are priced high. It's not an overly great egg, so I think that'll drop too. Your best legend pack is, of course, going to be Skull Knightmon promo. About $6 in listings, but 12 still in market. So it could go either way depending on what the pull rate's like. If people pull all the other ones, like tons of the freaking LM Gamamon, and don't hit any of these, that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried that I'm going to hit all LM Gammas and other stuff like that, and I won't see a single Skull Knightmon, just because it's going to be the higher end of the legend pack. And we're hopefully, like I said, we're going to have our boxes by the end of the day. And then we start to trend down past, here's the under $10 category. We get into some more supers here, and they're lower than a lot of those limited foils. We get into Lucimon Satan mode. Luckily, Wizardmon is pretty low. He could, and same with Ballmon, they could jump up. If the Beelzemon stuff goes crazy, I could see those jumping up to 15 to 20 bucks. So if you can get these now, I would. Glaus Gamamon under 10, Puppetmon under 10. I think all the Dark Masters are under 10, and Poklemon's under 15. I didn't see any of the Dark Masters on page 1. Yeah, so we're looking at very cheap for the Dark Masters stuff. So yeah, it's definitely gone down. Puppetmon 6. Everything here is just super cheap. Dual Tamer, nothing. I haven't seen Digimon Emperor alternate art. I don't know if I missed it here. It's always fun trying to find all these cards, especially because sometimes they don't put them in order. Pokemon regular supers under $5. I was seeing stupid prices on some cards like Oikawa, but yeah, there we go. $7 for Digimon Emperor alternate. This might be a good one to pick up while it's nice and cheap, because it could jump back. It's one of those cards. White universal card could be used, splashed in a lot of different decks. Could jump up in price. So I would keep an eye on this one, because the analog youth from the last EX set jumped up quite a bit, and luckily I got those for like $10, and then they jumped up to like 30. Piedmon alt's $3. Oh, and he's like my favorite Dark Master, and he's just like super cheap. And then we just start seeing a lot of the listings be super cheap, and a lot of the foil listings being super cheap. Everything's slash prices. Alternate art for Dark Knightmon, $4. Like this set's cheap. People are not going to be happy. People who make money off of Digimon cards are not going to be happy. And then you got your other $2 for Mist Memory Boost, which already has a reprint. These guys both being at like $1.50 is hilarious. And then that was obvious. The Gamamon was going to be super cheap. But yeah, just looking at all these prices, everything is super cheap. We're just kind of looking to see. We've gone through all the foils. Now we're just seeing all the regular common prices. But there's going to be some low pull rates mixed in the back, because there always is when you first, like, it doesn't put them in the back. See, Oikawa is a little bit more. Somebody, I think he was selling it like 25, but it's down to like, still it's down to 12, so a lot better than where it was sitting. And then here we have, Lucemon Satan mode, $500. Market price unavailable, $425 for Quartzmon. So these ones are ones where I guess we haven't seen any. Yes, there's no sales data on this, yet. So we're seeing higher prices, but I would expect these to go down in line with some of the other ones. Same with Quartzmon. He's not going to sell for $425. There's no freaking way. And I believe we still have one more low pull rate. Darkness Bagra, $200. And then a couple other foils at the back under $10. So very cheap set. It's going to continue to go down. I would not be surprised by the end of the day if secrets are down below 30 and this Beelzemon is lower than between 50 to 60. I would not be surprised at all by the end of the day. So we're going to see these prices continue to drop over the weekend as people open more packs. We have no pre-release for this, so this is the first time that prices start to go down. I would keep an eye on the Impmon stuff. That could be like there's some foil stuff in every EX set that just goes up, and I could see that being the Impmon. So I would definitely keep an eye on that. But let me know, guys, what you guys think about all this. How do you like the release day prices for EX10? Do you think they're very in line? Do you think they're worthwhile? Are you going to start picking stuff up? Are you going to wait a little while still? Booster box openings to come, so hopefully we get some good stuff. And tell me how you feel about all this. And are you excited that EX10 is going to be legal and we're going to start playing that right quick? And looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. We hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. That is all for now, folks.